Have you ever wondered when you receive inspiration or messages in life, whether they come from your heart or from the universe? We've all experienced moments where something feels like it's guiding us, pushing us towards certain decisions, or even offering clarity during times of confusion. It could be a sudden urge to take a specific action, a powerful intuition, or an unexpected sign that seems to come from nowhere. But how do we know if these moments are coming from our own inner wisdom, our heart, or if they are messages from a greater source, the universe, trying to guide us? We often notice signs or intuitions during important moments in life, like when we're making decisions or going through challenging experiences. Sometimes it feels like the universe is trying to tell us something, giving us clues through circumstances, people, or even strange coincidences. Other times we feel deeply connected to our own inner guidance, sensing what our heart is telling us, perhaps without any clear external signals. But is there really a difference between these two sources of inspiration? Can we differentiate between the quiet whispers of our heart and the loud synchronistic messages of the universe? This is a question many people ask themselves on their spiritual journey. Often, it's difficult to distinguish between the two, because both have profound effects on our lives and both are essential to our growth. It's also easy to get confused, especially when we feel pulled in different directions, or when it seems like the universe is pushing us to make a decision that aligns with what we feel in our hearts. However, understanding the difference between the two can help us navigate through life with more clarity, intention, and connection to both ourselves and the greater world around us. In today's video, we will explore the difference between messages from the heart and messages from the universe, and how to recognize these two types of messages so we can live a more conscious and meaningful life. We'll take a deeper look at the nature of each type of message, how they manifest in our lives, and how we can tune into both to make decisions that align with our true selves. By learning to differentiate between these sources of guidance, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of our intuition and connect more meaningfully with the universe's messages, allowing us to make decisions that serve our highest good. The process of learning to recognize the difference between these two types of messages can significantly improve how we approach challenges and opportunities in our lives. Whether we're making personal, professional, or spiritual decisions, knowing where the messages are coming from can guide us in a way that makes us feel aligned with our path. The heart has its own wisdom, and the universe speaks through subtle signs and synchronicities, each with its own way of communicating. When we learn how to differentiate between these messages, we can live in harmony with ourselves and the world, moving forward with greater confidence, clarity, and trust. So how do we know when we're hearing from our heart, or when the universe is speaking to us? That's what we'll dive into today, exploring the subtle nuances of both and how to cultivate a deeper awareness of each. In this process, you'll gain tools to better understand your inner voice, recognize the signs the universe is sending your way, and ultimately, make decisions that are more in line with your true purpose. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit like, share this video so others can understand this difference too, and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss future videos on insightful topics like this. This journey of discovery is exciting, and I look forward to sharing more about how you can enhance your life by understanding the messages that are guiding you every day. So let's get started and explore the profound difference between messages from the heart and those from the universe. Messages from the heart are often the most personal and deeply meaningful insights we receive in our lives. They come from within us, often arising during moments of stillness, reflection, or emotional intensity. These messages can be hard to define because they are felt deeply. More than just thoughts, they are often sensations, feelings, or intuitions that resonate with our innermost self. The heart, in this sense, is not just the organ pumping blood, but a symbolic source of wisdom, compassion, and guidance. When we talk about messages from the heart, we're referring to those insights and urges that connect us to our true essence, our deeper desires, and our core values. Defining messages from the heart is difficult because they are often subtle. They don't always arrive in loud, clear forms. Instead, they emerge as whispers, nudges, or quiet urges that arise when we tune into our inner world. These messages are not based on logic or external reasoning, but are driven by the emotions, passions, and truths that live within us. They are closely tied to our inner wisdom and often reflect the deepest desires of our soul. These messages are fundamentally personal, as they emerge from our unique experiences, values, and individual sense of purpose. When we feel the messages from the heart, we experience a deep connection to ourselves, to our essence. These messages are often felt during moments when we are truly present with ourselves, when we are aligned with our values, passions, and desires. They may come in the form of a deep sense of knowing, a surge of emotion, or a quiet thought that suddenly brings clarity to a situation. These insights can arise when we are alone, in nature, during creative activities, or even in the midst of intense emotional experiences. The key thing about these messages is that they are born from within us, and they feel authentic and aligned with our true self. You might recognize these messages in moments when you're faced with a difficult decision, and you feel a sense of clarity about what feels right, even though the decision may not always seem the most practical or logical. You might feel a pull towards something that excites your heart, whether it's a new project, a relationship, or a lifestyle change. It's the feeling of coming home to yourself, of tapping into a deeper truth that transcends the noise of the world around you. These moments can feel deeply liberating because they connect you to your true desires and values. They are the heart's way of guiding you toward a path that feels authentic, loving, and true to who you are. One of the most important aspects of messages from the heart is that they come with a sense of safety, love, and harmony. When you tune into the heart's messages, there is a sense of peace and alignment with yourself. These messages don't create confusion or doubt. Instead, they offer a calm clarity that feels grounding, like a warm embrace. The emotions associated with these messages are often tender, loving, and gentle, which is why they're so easy to recognize once you've experienced them. There's no force or urgency. Rather, it's an invitation to listen deeply and trust the natural flow of your intuition. Messages from the heart tend to guide us in our everyday lives. They may not always be life-changing revelations, but they often influence the decisions we make, the way we relate to others, and how we navigate our daily routines. For example, these messages may guide us to act with kindness when we feel compassion for someone in need, or they may encourage us to speak up and share our truth in a conversation where we otherwise might have stayed silent. They may also nudge us to make time for ourselves when we've been overextended, reminding us of the importance of self-care and nurturing. These are the quiet whispers from the heart, urging us toward greater authenticity and self-expression. The messages from the heart are also deeply tied to our passions and creativity. When we feel an intense desire to create something, to express ourselves, or to follow a path that lights us up, these are often messages from the heart guiding us toward our true calling. They are the voice of our passion, urging us to follow the path that aligns with our innermost desires. When we ignore these messages, we often feel a sense of emptiness or dissatisfaction in our lives, but when we listen to the heart's guidance, we begin to feel more connected to ourselves and the world around us. These messages can also manifest as intuitive nudges. You might be considering a new career path or a relationship, and suddenly you feel an undeniable pull or a sense of deep knowing about what you should do. It's not a decision based on logic or external pressure, but one that comes from a deeper, more intuitive place within you. You might feel a sense of trust that the decision you are making is in alignment with who you truly are, even if it doesn't make immediate sense to others or even to yourself at first. These types of messages from the heart guide you through life's complexities, providing a compass that helps you stay true to your personal path and direction. Recognizing messages from the heart is an essential skill for living a more conscious and authentic life. When we are attuned to the wisdom of the heart, we begin to make decisions that feel aligned with our true self. This not only leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful life, but also helps us cultivate deeper connections with others. By honoring the messages from our heart, we begin to live with greater intention, self-awareness, and a sense of purpose. If you've ever received a message from your heart, whether it was an intuitive nudge, a moment of clarity, or a deep knowing, don't forget to like this video and share it so others can better understand how to identify these messages. Understanding the guidance that comes from within can be a transformative tool for living a more authentic life. And remember to subscribe for more videos that help you understand life's signals, guiding you toward your truest path. As we continue to explore how to listen to and follow these messages, we can create lives filled with purpose, love, and fulfillment. Messages from the universe are often those unexpected signs, signals, or inspirations that seem to come from outside of ourselves, guiding us through life in mysterious ways. Unlike the messages from the heart, which come from deep within our own being, messages from the universe tend to emerge from the world around us. These can come through events, circumstances, people, or even situations that seem to happen by chance, yet feel deeply significant. They often appear during pivotal moments when we are in need of guidance or are faced with important decisions. They are not random. There is a sense of purpose and synchronicity in their occurrence, as though the universe is orchestrating certain experiences to help us move in the right direction. Messages from the universe can come in many forms, and their nature often reflects a broader, more universal experience. These messages might manifest through seemingly insignificant events that, upon reflection, hold a deeper meaning. For instance, you might encounter someone by chance who shares wisdom that resonates with you at a crucial moment. Or you might find yourself in a situation that seems to perfectly align with your goals, even though you didn't plan it. The beauty of these messages is that they often appear to us in unexpected ways, often during times when we least expect them, but when we need them the most. It's as though the universe has a way of stepping in and guiding us when we are open to receiving its guidance. Recognizing messages from the universe can be a transformative experience, but it requires us to be open and aware of the signs that appear in our lives. These messages often come during moments of uncertainty, when we're at a crossroads, or when we're seeking answers. The key is to remain present and attuned to the subtle signs that may show up. These messages can appear as strange coincidences, like running into someone who has exactly the information you needed, or perhaps a book or song that suddenly catches your attention and offers the guidance you've been searching for. At times, these signs might seem too coincidental to ignore, and they can feel like a form of communication from a greater force. A classic example of messages from the universe might include an unexpected encounter with a person who holds the key to your next step in life, or experiencing a serendipitous event that seems to affirm your path. It might be that you're thinking about making a big change, and then suddenly you receive multiple messages from different sources encouraging that very decision. These events might feel overwhelmingly coincidental, but there's a sense of calm that accompanies them, almost as if the universe is reassuring you that you're on the right track. Messages from the universe are also often delivered through dreams. Many people report experiencing vivid dreams that seem to carry messages or symbolism related to their waking lives. These dreams may provide insight into a challenge you're facing, or offer creative solutions to problems you haven't been able to solve. While dreams can sometimes be random, those that seem to carry a deeper significance often come during times of personal growth or emotional turbulence, serving as guidance to help you navigate what lies ahead. Another form of messages from the universe can be found through synchronicity. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, coined the term synchronicity to describe meaningful coincidences that occur in life, where events align in a way that feels too perfect to be mere chance. These moments can be like puzzle pieces falling into place, guiding you toward an answer or confirming that you are heading in the right direction. Whether it's repeatedly encountering the same number, a symbol or phrase, or finding yourself in the right place at the right time, synchronicities are often viewed as messages from the universe that suggest you are in alignment with the flow of life. Recognizing these signs requires us to remain open-minded and aware of the subtle ways in which the universe communicates with us. Unlike the heart, which communicates in a gentle, intuitive way, messages from the universe can often feel larger than life, as though a force beyond ourselves is helping us to see things more clearly. The universe tends to speak in broad, sweeping terms, sometimes offering us the clarity we need at exactly the right time, and sometimes pushing us to face challenges or obstacles that ultimately lead to greater growth. One of the key characteristics of messages from the universe is their ability to feel overwhelming yet reassuring at the same time. When they arrive, they often shake us out of our comfort zones, pushing us to confront our fears or uncertainties. However, when we reflect on these messages later, we often realize that they were exactly what we needed to hear at that moment, guiding us toward a decision or course of action that feels deeply aligned with our path. Another important characteristic of messages from the universe is that they often push us to look beyond our own limited perspectives. When we receive a message from the universe, it's as if the universe is urging us to broaden our horizons, to look at a situation from a different angle, and to consider options we might not have thought of. These messages encourage us to step outside our comfort zone and trust in a process that is bigger than ourselves. They help us realize that life isn't just about us as individuals, but that we are part of something much greater. Messages from the universe often bring with them a sense of divine timing. There's a feeling of synchronicity, like everything is happening as it should, at just the right moment. When we look back on these events, we realize that everything fell into place when we needed it the most, and it's only in hindsight that we fully appreciate the wisdom of these moments. The timing of these messages often aligns perfectly with our needs, even when we didn't consciously know what we were seeking. It's as if the universe has been guiding us all along, even when we weren't aware of it. If you've ever received a message from the universe that changed your life, whether it was a surprising encounter, a meaningful coincidence, or a dream that offered clarity, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might have experienced similar signs. Understanding how to recognize these signs and messages from the universe can be a powerful tool for navigating our lives. And remember to subscribe for more insights into life's deeper messages and how we can learn to tune in to the guidance the universe is sending us every day. The universe speaks to us in many ways, and when we learn to listen, we unlock the potential for profound change and transformation in our lives. Messages from the heart and messages from the universe are two distinct forms of guidance that can deeply influence our lives. While both can be life-changing, understanding the difference between them is essential for making informed decisions that align with our true selves. These messages may appear similar at times, but their origins, nature, and purposes vary greatly. In this section, we'll explore the key differences between messages from the heart and messages from the universe, helping you better understand the signals you receive and how to interpret them in your own life. The first significant difference between messages from the heart and messages from the universe is their origin. Messages from the heart originate from your inner self, your emotions, intuitions, and desires. These messages are deeply personal and arise from your core being. They reflect your individual experiences, values, and beliefs. When you receive a message from your heart, it's as if your inner wisdom is speaking to you directly. It may come in the form of a gut feeling, a sudden realization, or an overwhelming sense of knowing what is right for you. These messages come from your deepest self, often guiding you to act in ways that are aligned with your truth. On the other hand, messages from the universe come from outside of yourself. These messages often arrive through external events, circumstances, or encounters that seem to happen by chance or through divine intervention. They are guided by a higher force, whether you refer to it as the universe, the divine, or a higher power. These messages are often experienced as signs or synchronicities that occur in your environment. They can come through people, situations, or occurrences that feel serendipitous or beyond your control. When the universe sends you a message, it feels like a cosmic nudge, urging you to pay attention to something greater than yourself. The second key difference lies in the nature of these messages. Messages from the heart are usually personal, direct, and relatively easy to recognize because they resonate with your core. These messages feel natural and deeply connected to who you are. When you experience a message from your heart, it often feels as though it's a part of your own internal dialogue. There is a sense of comfort and clarity when you tune into your heart's guidance, because it aligns with your own desires and aspirations. The message may feel warm, loving, or reassuring, and it's often easy to understand because it speaks to your inner truth. Messages from the universe, on the other hand, tend to be broader in scope and sometimes appear unexpectedly. They may come at moments when you least expect them, causing you to pause, reflect, and think more deeply. Unlike the messages from the heart, which are personal and specific, messages from the universe often feel larger, as though they are part of a bigger plan or purpose. They can be overwhelming, confusing, or even startling at first, especially when they force you to confront something you haven't considered before. These messages often take the form of synchronicities, unexpected encounters, or life-changing events that seem to happen for a reason. They might prompt you to question your path, reevaluate your beliefs, or step into a new direction you hadn't previously considered. Another key difference between the two is their purpose and impact on your life. Messages from the heart generally guide you towards self-awareness and personal growth. They encourage you to listen to your inner desires, trust your feelings, and live in alignment with your core values. These messages help you become more authentic and true to yourself, leading to personal transformation over time. They often come when you need reassurance, encouragement, or a gentle push to follow your passion or pursue a deeper purpose. Messages from the heart are more about guiding you in the present moment, helping you make decisions that honor your true self. In contrast, messages from the universe are often designed to guide you through significant changes in life. They act as signs that help you navigate transitions, challenges, and new opportunities. These messages help you move forward, sometimes by pushing you to take bold steps, or by presenting you with choices that require you to grow and evolve. The universe's messages are less about self-awareness and more about aligning you with a larger flow or purpose. These messages may come at pivotal moments when you're being called to make a major life change or to embrace a new direction. They often help you step out of your comfort zone and into a space where growth is necessary. The impact of messages from the heart is often more personal and internal. They help you make decisions that feel right for you at the time, creating a sense of peace and harmony with yourself. They are usually about growth in your current life, helping you become the best version of yourself in your personal and professional realms. Messages from the universe, however, have a more external and transformative effect. They often lead to significant life events that challenge you to change, grow, or expand your horizons. The impact of a message from the universe is often profound, as it may lead to the opening of new doors, the closing of old chapters, or the beginning of new, unexpected journeys. These two types of messages work together, but they serve different purposes. Messages from the heart provide you with the internal guidance to stay true to yourself and make decisions that align with your authentic desires. They are your personal compass, helping you navigate the everyday aspects of life with confidence. Messages from the universe, on the other hand, act as a higher guidance system, helping you navigate the larger journey of life and ensuring you stay on track with your broader purpose. Both are necessary for growth, and understanding the difference between them allows you to make more conscious decisions in both your personal and spiritual life. If you've ever differentiated between a message from your heart and a message from the universe, you know how powerful it can be to understand the origin and purpose of these messages. Recognizing the difference helps you respond with clarity, trust, and confidence. If this video has helped you reflect on the signs you receive in life, don't forget to like this video and share it with others so we can all understand these signals better. The more we learn about how the heart and the universe communicate with us, the more aligned we can be with our true path. And don't forget to subscribe to keep following along with more insightful videos like this. Together, we can continue to explore how to understand the signs and messages that guide us through our journey of life. Today, we've explored the difference between messages from the heart and messages from the universe, diving into their origins, characteristics, and the roles they play in our lives. As we've seen, messages from the heart are deeply personal. They come from within yourself, emerging from your feelings, your intuition, and your core desires. These messages guide you toward authenticity, helping you become more in tune with your true self. They are the quiet whispers that nudge you toward decisions that are in alignment with your inner truth, ensuring that your life reflects your deepest values and passions. When you listen to these messages, you are guided toward a life that feels whole, authentic, and aligned with your soul's purpose. The messages from the heart are easy to recognize because they are calm, natural, and connected to the core of who you are. They often come during moments when you need to make decisions that help you stay true to yourself. On the other hand, messages from the universe come from outside yourself and often appear in surprising or unexpected ways. They come through events, circumstances, or encounters with people that seem to happen by chance or in mysterious ways. Unlike the personal nature of messages from the heart, messages from the universe tend to feel larger, more universal, and sometimes more overwhelming. They guide you through major life changes or help you seize new opportunities, often pushing you out of your comfort zone to grow and evolve. These messages can appear as synchronicities, strange coincidences, or even through life-changing events that make you stop and think deeply. They have a broader reach, encouraging you to step into something bigger than yourself, guiding you on a path that may lead to personal growth, transformation, and greater alignment with your true purpose. In essence, the difference lies in where these messages originate and the effect they have on us. Messages from the heart are personal, leading us towards self-awareness and authenticity, helping us align with who we truly are. Messages from the universe, however, tend to appear at key moments in our lives, often when we're on the verge of making a major change or when we need guidance in stepping into new opportunities. These messages tend to help us see the bigger picture and take action toward changes that will shape our future in profound ways. Both are important, and both have their place in our lives. If you found this video helpful and feel it can guide you on your journey of understanding the messages in your life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated on more insights and videos that can help you live a meaningful, transformative life. Together, we'll continue to explore the many ways life communicates with us and how we can tune in to those messages for greater clarity, growth, and purpose.